Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to the yard den. It's afternoon time and temperatures have been breezy and cold out here today. So I really have to pay attention to weather because I don't want my plants to be shocked. So at nighttime, because the temperatures are dropping into the low 30s, or I'm sorry, mid to upper 30s, I am coming out and covering up the tomato because she does not like the cold. Okay, she is not for it. So nighttime before going to bed, I am coming out and covering up the tomato, and I'm covering up the berry patch because the strawberries don't really like it either. So, and two, we've got some wind, so I'm trying to do my best to keep them uncovered during the day, and then at night when I go in, cover them up so that they make it through the night. In the morning, I'm not dealing with a bunch of droopy leaves and things like that. So I am really coming out here and paying attention to what's going on with the tomato plant. I do have some red ones. I'm gonna probably leave those on for the rest of the week and see how red I can get them. Looks like I might end up with 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 coming off this week. And plus I've got a few, on this other side that are turning red as well. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be it for my tomato harvest. I do have some down at the bottom that are green still, but I am hoping that I will end up with more this season, but I'm not seeing any new flowers coming, so we shall see if I'm going to have harvest for the rest of the spring and summer. The marigolds are doing great. I do have another little red berry coming, and I've got a couple more on the other side. I'm still looking for some bluebirdies, but I don't see any, but I have lots of brown. So lots of brown is telling me that I've got some berries coming. I just don't want the wind to end up blowing everything away. The mint pretty much stays hardy out here in the cold, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. This one I did take under the porch last night. The other one in the back stayed out and she did fine. The lavender is also doing good. She's a little bit dry, so I'm going to water her. And then I went ahead and added a little feature here to the porch, and that is another fountain with some water lettuce. Now the water lettuce just arrived today. It was supposed to arrive like 2-3 days ago. So it arrived really stressed. As you can see by the yellowing, this one I had to pull a lot of leaves off, but because the center is still green, it's still good. So I'm hoping that it's going to make it. Tonight I will bring it inside and place it in some warm water in a window and just let it sit, and then in the morning I will bring it back out and put it back in the fountain. Okay, so if you're wondering how I have that solar fountain working, I just pulled out the bottom part of the fountain here, and I have the plate sitting right here. It has a little cord to it, of course, and I just have it sitting on the opposite side of this. If I wanted more water power, I could stick it there, and you see how it changes. But because these water lettuce are delicate, I don't want the agitation of the water to get to them too much, and we try to always keep the root from getting up under and getting caught in the motor. So this is one that I'll probably have to clean quite frequently just because of the roots, or I may cut the roots back a little bit and they'll be able to float around as they like. But I put the pump off to the side a little bit so that they can kind of float around here in the middle part, but this big one keeps going to the water, so she must be thirsty. But again, I will bring them in this evening and let them, because they just arrived today from California. But again, they are extremely stressed. I pulled some off of here, but again, we can see the yellowing around the tips, but I'm told that they will be okay, so we shall see if we can get them to grow. They usually grow big, and I'll be able to separate and maybe put some out into the bird bath, because since that's an open spot, put some out there and just let them float around in the bird bath. But for now, they're going to float right here until we see how well they're going to do. Okay, all right, that's it from the garden today. Did no work. I still got the mint up under here. I did also pull the stock under because of the wind. She's not really wild about the wind either, so I did pull the stock under here for today and tonight. Since the temperatures are going to drop, I don't want her to be damaged. The pansies, they love the cold, so I'm going to leave her sitting right where she's at. I have to go out and deadhead her a little bit and get some of those wilted pansy heads off of there. So I may do the deadheading today, and then tonight she'll be, in all her glory. And of course the mint is still under here. If anybody can find me a strawberry pot or knows where I can get one, it's the strawberry pot. It's terracotta, and it has holes in it, and then a hole in the top, because I want to put the varieties in, and then I want to put a strawberry plant at the top in its own separate pot, so that it's not competing with the mint rooting. And so I'm looking for a strawberry pot, not the one that you can bric-a-brac and put together. I think that's going to be too big for my spot, but I think a regular strawberry pot is going to be perfect. And it used to be you could find them. Now I can't find none. It's like everybody had my idea and went and got them. So if anybody knows where I can find a strawberry pot, even if I have to order it, I'm not going to pay no exorbitant amount of money for it. But if anybody knows where I can find a strawberry pot, please let me know, because I do want to get my mint planted so it can start to do its thing as well. Also in that other fountain, I am going to put a little bit of the mosquito bite in there as well, because it's not so much standing water, but when it's cloudy, it's going to be standing water, and I don't want any larvae forming in there. So even in the other fountain I have out here, I keep a mosquito dunk in there just because. And this morning I actually found a couple mosquitoes in there, so it works. So but it's really not there to kill the mosquitoes as much as it is to get rid of the larvae so that no new mosquitoes form. So I've got 3 water features here, so I want to make sure that I'm not, since I've been breeding mold and breeding slugs, I don't want to be breeding mosquitoes as well. So I am going to put a dunk inside the water lettuce fountain just because, and I may crumple it up, because as you can see, it's once you put it in there, I don't know why, but for some reason I thought it would sink to the bottom, but it actually floats. So I got this brown piece of stuff floating, so I might crumple it up so that it mixes in throughout, instead of just being a big old clump of something sitting there and someone said, oh, you got dirt, and they toss it. But I have plenty, and I replenish it every at least once a week, because these, since they are small fountains, they don't need a lot. They just need a little dime size piece. So I got plenty to last me all season long. Okay, so that's it. We just have one new addition to the garden today, and she's part of the rock porch, the rock garden area, and that's coming along nicely. As soon as I find my strawberry pot, this area will be done, and we are in the oasis. All right, y'all have a great day. I will check in with you later on. Remember, pay attention to the temps. We gotta now be our own meteorologists when you are doing gardening and farming, because certain temperatures You know, certain plants don't like certain temperatures, certain things need to be covered up, certain things can stay uncovered. So you really got to be paying attention to the weather and what it's going to do so that you know how best to take care of your plants and your crops. Okay? Tip Monday. Monday's tip. All right, y'all, take care. We will talk with y'all later. Peace.